I realized that for some people, they really need to hate you in order for them to move on. Like they need to give themselves some reason to not fuck with you anymore. Like on a whole nother level. They need a last straw to be like, okay, I'm done with Amanda. I'm never gonna talk to her again because they can't do it on their own.
That's because they love you.
Right.
They just love you.
That is the thin
really
line.
go.
That's the thin line
That's
between
interesting.
love and hate.
Like they can't move on until they get to that point of either resenting you or hating you.
No, yeah. Absolutely.
That's interesting.
Firsthand experienced that with a Virgo.
Wait,
Virgos are definitely like that.
Yeah.
Virgos are definitely like that.
Wait, y'all.
Aaron's about to
We were just talking about
Aaron's about to
this.
blow me up.
And Amanda, remember the clip where Amanda was like, if somebody bought me some Uggs and we not together no more, then my Uggs, right?
I still have the Uggs, by the way. Just before she tried to throw me under the bus, I still got them Uggs, okay? Because that was my first ex. He cool. We cool.
And Rico was like, no, you can't keep no memorabilia from your past relationships.
Hold on, I get that.
And so I found out today that she kept the Uggs, but this other relationship, she ripped the necklace in half and like
See
threw
what
it
I'm
in the
saying?
garbage.
Because you didn't like them.
Man,
Or you needed resentment.
The necklace is worth more than Uggs.
No, but the necklace meant something to me. Meant something to our relationship. So that's why I threw it away. They're not Uggs where I just slipped them on to
And
go to
walked
the
out.
store.
The relationship.
I didn't think about that. I
Girl,
was
bye.
There was a time where an ex was going through something with their significant other at the time, and when he needed a place to stay, he called me in the pouring rain on FaceTime, and I'm like, "What are you calling me for?" He was like, "I'm going through a breakup. I need a place to stay. Can I come to your house and stay?" And I'm like, my heart wanted to say yes, and maybe he hates me, but I told him no because the person that you cheated on me with is who you was in a relationship with. So now that's not working out. You want to come stay with me? I'm not helping you.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be taking back nobody that don't got a place to stay.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's start there.
That's actually
Like, you should always have a home.
It's like the audacity.
That's a big
You can
ass.
hate me. You're homeless.
wait, I just want to make sure I understood this correctly. He cheated on you with that
But
person.
entertaining the person, he says not cheating, but entertaining the person, and then
Bullshit.
yeah,
I mean, there's room.
Okay, I
and
got
then
you.
and then came. I'll try to save him. So he was on the down low. So he was cheating on me with a female, and he said it's not cheating if it's a female. It's not the same thing.
What?
But y'all went through
These new rules are crazy. Like,
Right, like who made them?
yeah.
He went through his situation. Now he's
Same
on
thing too. I ain't gonna lie.
Were they
Talk about
Geminis?
Aries.
No, I used to say like if I'm messing with a girl, that's not really cheating.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
But it is. It is. I know now. I was just making excuses.
I know
y'all.
now.
That turned into a whole relationship. Like,
No, it wasn't that.
Right.
Other bitches.
But yeah, so I felt bad because I knew you needed a place to stay. But then I'm like, go to your mother's house. He was like, but my pride won't let me. Then I'm like, well, I
but you
can't.
probably let you hear?
pride?
Your pride should not
Brought
let
you
you come here. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Yeah, no.
There was a situation with my most recent ex. Like we went our separate ways and we didn't speak to each other for like a couple of months. But we ran into each other at a holiday party, right? And I got super drunk and she ended up driving me home. Now, a couple days later, now this opened up communication between us, right? Worst possible thing. And she actually wanted to argue with me because she was just like, okay, well, if it was me, if I was the one that was drunk, were you going to take me home? And I was like, yeah, why not? Because I was so appreciative that she was there to take me home. Like I thanked her a million times. And she was like, no, you wouldn't. Like, I know you didn't talk to me in months. Like, you just dashed me away.
Like a taxi.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, honestly, and it was like the fact that we were arguing about a what if situation was like crazy to me because it's just like I have no hate or malice towards
you, yeah.
anybody. Like, especially towards you, I'm trying to end off at a, in good terms. We just don't talk because I don't feel like there's any need to talk. I feel like if we keep communication, it's just going to leave open space for us to keep talking about what we're going to be or what we're not going to be.
I have a question for you. If you're in a new relationship, can you give your ex a ride home if they were drunk?
And they would have died. He gonna stay with him. Stay with him.
I feel like if it's an innocent ride home, so why not?
No,
Open the doors. Yeah.
wait. I don't care.
They probably gonna die if they. Well,
No, I mean,
Well,
if that was their only option, then
Uber
I'd
app.
probably do it. If I can arrange for someone else to get it done, or if I can get them in an Uber or something, I'd probably take that route. I probably wouldn't be the one to drive them home. I'd figure something. I would help you out.
yeah.
Would you be okay if your man drove his ex home when she was drunk?
Okay, then. Thank you.
No.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, but like, what would it?
No, but I
do the
just-
same thing. Like, try to get her
Yeah,
Uber. Or,
I would have suggested the same thing. Like, okay, was she not with anyone else?
Yeah,
Could
It's not
you
your
not?
business no more.
Uber surgeon is $100 for this Uber. I'm driving. What are you saying?
No, that's what she said.
Follow that part. It's not your business no more.
Yeah, it's not, I feel like
That's the funny thing. How you share so much with somebody?
I mean, I actually disagree. Like, because again, if I feel like if you come out of a relationship with no issues with the person, y'all just like, we ain't, we're not together no more, and everything is fine. I don't see why you wouldn't feel comfortable helping them.
if I was single, probably. But if I'm in a new relationship, it's that boundary. I will have to probably run it past my partner to say, yo, is this okay? Because then if you open communication, they be like, oh, thank you for the ride home. How do you explain that to your partner at the end of the day?
You know, my only
You're
thing with
welcome.
my only thing with
No,
that
but
is
no, you can respond to you're welcome, but your partner be like, you helped this person. But if you didn't communicate that.
true, but that's just a conversation that you would have to have with your new partner.
Yeah.
I guess when you get home or the next day, like, hey, well, this happened and I had to take this person home. But my only thing is with you, like, having to ask beforehand. It's just like, okay, if your partner said, yeah, I'm not okay with that, do you then now be like, okay, sorry, my new boo said I can't drop you home, so tough luck.
Hope you make it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know. I would feel terrible, honestly, if something happened to that person and I could have done something. Again, maybe hit somebody else up. Can you do it? Uber on the phone, on their phone. No, but for an Uber or whatever.
But what if they have no funds on the phone?
Apple Pay.
No,
I
not the
would
no
pay for it.
funds.
I would just pay for it. Because I would feel bad if something happened to
You
them.
can't have no
You
funds,
outside,
no car,
you drunk,
and
All right,
you
but
can't
if
get
you're
what are you talking
outside-
no
about?
funds on
What kind of
If you're
exit do you
outside,
have right
it's your
now?
responsibility to
Y'all,
make sure
women
you're not
do
too
that all the
drunk.
time. Don't act like that. Women do this shit all the time.
Is
And
your-
I will say I done done it now.
What?
Go outside with not a dollar on me.
Okay, I guess
Okay,
maybe
but you
women
don't
do
got
it.
no funds to get you an Uber?
I got an ID only. I mean,
No.
not now, but
First of
I ain't gonna
all,
lie, when I was
Aaron,
younger.
I'm gonna tell you this: when you go outside, you better keep some cash on you.
But she wasn't in New York
Now.
at the time.
Right.
There's different people.
I literally would go out with an ID.
Because you're not gonna tell me you don't got no cash on you. Because I say, okay,
He
fine.
has a face pass.
Yeah.
Oh, your face card gets
He has
you.
a face pass.
When I was younger, I promise I used to go out with an ID, and I would tell my homegirls, "Just bring your ID, we good." Like,
See, the ringleader. Now look at what we deal with.
I'm just saying, like, I think above all, I would just feel bad if something happened to that person, and I know that it would have taken nothing from me to send them in an Uber, to drop them off. Like, I've probably dropped off more people that I barely know, especially like living, like commuting from the city and like going back to Westchester. Like, I've probably dropped off more people that I barely know than somebody I've actually had a past relationship with.
I'll
I
be
feel
honest
like
with you.
Aaron's breakups are amicable. Like, now, what if this is an ex that it didn't end well?
Yeah, like
It
they
was
cheated
a
on you.
horrible breakup. They either did something to you, hurt you, betrayed you in some way. Would you still feel the same?
I don't know. I would just be like, why are you calling me?
I don't think that they
I
would be looking for her help.
Yeah.
No, like
they would.
at the party, you run your ex ran into you
okay.
at the party. You didn't know you was gonna run into him,
Right.
right?
I would honestly.
But we also weren't on. Like, I didn't hate the girl.
No,
so
I know,
it's-
but what if you did? Like, what if it wasn't an amicable breakup? It was a rough breakup.
I think
There was heartbreak.
that. Well, the only way people. Okay, hold on. No matter the situation, no matter how you guys break up, if an ex hits you up, and that ex has helped get you further in your life, you owe that person some type of help for whatever situation. Obviously, there's limits. Now, if I had an ex who really helped me, get my financial strategy together, and now, we might have been broken up for a few years, but I've used what they've taught me in my life to become a better person, and that person hits me up because they need a ride, a Uber, whatever the case may be, and I can do it, I'm doing it. Because even though we didn't work out, and it doesn't matter if you cheated on me, it doesn't matter if you lied to me, it doesn't matter what you did to me, if you have put something into my life you added value into my life that is now something that I benefit from after you, I'm gonna always try to help you in whatever way that I can. If you were an ex taking up space and time, you're not getting nothing from me.
Yeah.
Don't call me for an emergency. Don't call me for any, because you know why? At the end of it, and I know, and I do get it consciously, if something was to happen to them, I might feel, but not me. I won't feel responsible for you because you put yourself in that position. You were supposed to get yourself out of that position. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
I agree with
I
that.
think that makes sense.
I feel so good right now.
It goes on fire today.
I was gonna refute this statement, but I said I'm gonna just let it rock.
Yo, but
Because I was gonna say I'd be damned if somebody said I owed them a ride home because of what you did for me, X, Y. Like,
no,
how
I'm not
many
saying that they
years
say
ago?
that, but morally, you should
said
feel that way.
you owe it to them. That's what you said.
Yeah, but I didn't say.
Strongly, you were proud of that.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that they said that. They didn't iterate that. I'm saying morally, you owe that person. Like, regardless of what people do, this is where I will say, it sounds poetic. People make mistakes. And sometimes you're going to fumble the bag, and you might be the bag that they fumbled. Mm-hmm. But they have implemented some things in your life that you are now going to use for the rest of your life. That's a gift that keeps on giving. Therefore, you should give if ever they need. That's the way that I look at it. That's just me. I'm not saying you got to, but you should.
I think that takes emotional maturity.
I think I'm a very mature person at this point.
For sure.
to be able to reconcile that in your mind, right? Because often, like, I don't owe them nothing. The person gave you the blueprint for your success, and you're going to be like, I don't owe you nothing. You ain't do nothing for me. Because that's the mentality a lot of people have.
Because the mentality is nobody actually has good partners.
But I think that
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just gonna throw it in there that everything you said makes sense, depending on how we broke up. Like Marie said, if it was an amicable breakup, then there's like no love lost, no feelings hurt. I still fuck with you. Whatever you need, I got you. But if it was a bad breakup and I don't know, you did something really fucked up to hurt me, I don't think that I owe you anything, no matter what you think that you did for me or whatever you probably did do for me. I just can't bring myself there. I don't even care if it's like emotional immaturity. I can't bring myself there to be like, okay, I'm going to help you, whatever you need. It's just not going to be in me to do that.
I didn't say you gotta like it when you do it. I just said you gotta do it.
Begrudgingly?
Yeah. You be like, you mother. All right, gotcha.
I really wanna
guys.
help this whole, but
Sorry to interrupt, but we want to give a big shout out to Germany. Heard that the show is going crazy, is on fire in Germany.
Yo, I've been trying to get to Hamburg for a minute.
what was that?
And we're giving a shout out to Call Me Sin. Thank you.
What did Aaron say?
What did Aaron say?
Heineken?
I know you ain't say Heineken.
She did.
I've been trying to get to. I've been trying to get to. I've been wanting. First of all, shout out to Germany. We just heard that Germany's been doing great in terms of supporting us. Me personally, I've been trying to get to Germany for at least 3-4 years. COVID kind of threw a wrench in my plans, but I'm gonna visit Germany.
I've never thought about Germany.
Let's go to
That sounds like a
Oktoberfest.
What is it?
good time.
Oktoberfest.
It's in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Is it
Beers and sausage.
You like-
I don't drink beer. Has too
I
much
don't like
estrogen.
sausage.
no, but they
Probably
have
not too much
all
estrogen.
kinds of
Probably
beer.
not the beer in Germany.
Yeah, they
though,
drinking the
maybe.
high grade stuff.
Yeah, because them
Not the
Germans be
clothes,
kind of
here.
big. Like,
Yeah,
maybe my beard might fill in.
patches.
Is there?
Little tasty there.
Ain't no shame in my game. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you have this all the
Does love die?
I don't think so. That's a good question. I don't think so.
I believe it
I
does.
think so.
Y'all are cruel. Love don't die with me.
No,
I told you
think
I love all my
can
exes.
You can always have love for someone. You can always care about somebody, but when you were in love with somebody, that dies when your relationship.
No, not in love.
Yeah. Like,
Does
like
the
love,
love
for her.
die?
So I guess
Yeah.
so what you're saying is right. Like I have love for that person. They can still, if they mama die, I'm likely gonna go to the funeral.
Yeah.
Like that.
They get hurt,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. I'm
or
gonna
I'm a-
feel it.
Mhm.
You know?
People don't expect that. I feel like people think that once you have an ex, that all communication, all like feelings, well, not like feelings, not like romantic feelings. Everything is just like
Girl, you know that delusion is running rampant
it
these
is.
days.
No, it's so crazy because
That
honestly,
delusion.
one of my little like childhood like little boos or whatever, he passed away in 2020.
no.
But his family and my family were really close. I went to a very small private school, and his grandmother was actually my elementary school principal, who me and my family still keep in touch with. So we were notified when he passed away, and my girlfriend had an issue that I was sad about it. Like I was like, am I doing something? I was like, should I not be sad? I'm like, I'm really sad about this. And it's not because like I used to, call this person my boo and that was my like little boyfriend back when I was 11 years old. But like this person was somebody I knew
Lord.
for like so many years of my life. Like I felt like I had a right to be sad. And she was, I don't know if it was jealousy. It was kind of just like, well, when was the last time you spoke to this person? Like, I didn't think that you would be this like choked up about it. And I was like so confused. Like I was so confused.
I kind of understand what your girlfriend was saying. I'm like,
Well, but she said their families were friends.
No,
So-
yeah. And I knew him for like majority of my life.
but like,
A human died. Like,
yeah,
That's
but
what I'm saying. Like it didn't even really have anything to do about like me and him or when we were kids. Like that was obviously a kid relationship. Like
right.
that's not the point of why I'm sad. Like
no,
sad.
I mean, like, how long were you sad for though? That's like, this is where I.
No,
I
it wasn't
need
like I was
context.
in like a constant depression. I
Okay,
found
okay.
out and I was sad and she was confused.
Like if you were depressed around me for 2 weeks, and rest in peace, God bless their soul. But if you had an ex 10 years ago and they die, you haven't spoken to them in 10 years, and they die, and they pass away, and you depressed for 3 weeks. I'm like, why is it this much? Like, why is it this heavy? You know what I'm saying? Why is it this impactful for you now?
Bingo.
If my ex passed away, yeah, would I have an issue with her coming?
Her going to the funeral.
I would expect it.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
would-
so if
I would-
my
this is
girl's ex
somebody-
dies,
This is somebody
Yeah.
that meant something to you. You probably know their family.
Right.
You probably know their friends. Their friends probably reached out to you to tell you like what happened.
Right.
I would expect you to be like, I'm going to go and pay my respects.
Right. Or we can go.
Yeah.
well, it depends because hold on, guys, wait, time out.
Rico's going to be that guy.
Time out,
They're not
time
getting
out.
back together.
It dep-
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? They in the casket.
Because like,
Going in the ground.
Right.
what?
Because like,
saying
nah,
too
make
much,
sure that, make sure he
Cement on top.
Yeah.
Make
Do
sure he really
You need
ate.
help lifting? Like, you need another one? I got you. I got a hand too. But my thing is like, it depends. Again, if this is an ex that even if you had a bad breakup, but this is an ex that was beneficial to your life, cool. But like you going, if my girl went, and she doesn't, but let's just say, if my girl went to an ex's funeral that used to beat her, I would have an issue with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that person really was a dark cloud in your life, and
Ooh,
you're,
would she go? Like, you think she would go?
Hold on. Rico.
for me, it's like you
Rico,
don't owe
1
that
second.
person that much.
Even if
Like-
she doesn't feel like she owes it, it is her decision whether she wants to go and say her final
that's true.
goodbyes.
I didn't say it wasn't.
That-
I just said I don't like it. I don't like it. Me, I don't care what her decision.
What
is.
is
I
it
don't like
about-
your decision.
What about don't you like? Because the person is dead.
And we all will die, right? So like, so that's why it's like,
Really?
yeah, death is gonna happen to every one of us. So with like, I don't understand why is this
That's-
big thing?
to me,
You know what I mean?
that's-
Do you
that's
have a
just me.
favorite ex?
I have favorite ex.
And God forbid something
Sis.
happened to them. You're not gonna go?
She was a great girl, though. It's different. You feel me?
It was a great, but if
No,
she's
if
a
it
great
was-
girl, why you're not together?
No, if it was because that was me. That was a me thing. But if like I said, if this was a guy who was a great guy in her life, you know, whatever.
Right.
Even if he was an average guy, I don't mind it. But I'm talking about sometimes people pay too much respect to people who were traumatic to them. And for me, maybe it's not as much emotional maturity, but for me, it's like you don't owe certain respects to certain people in certain
Right.
instances. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people who date people that's only holding them back for majority of their life, and then as the outcome from that person to resent their own life, and then they try to pay their respects because this person passes away, is weird to me. Like, unless if it's a tragedy, I get it. Like, there's so many
And
different,
everybody does.
but everybody dies. I don't know why y'all wrapped up about it. Like,
to me, it's like in a situation like that is very traumatic. Somebody that used to like hit on you, beat on you, whatever. But like I said, I feel like it would be up to that person if they felt like it was necessary for them to be there. It could be closure for them, closure on the whole situation. He's gone. I can move on and not have to
you
worry
should have
about this.
been moved. You know what?
No, but-
Close you with that. You and the casket get close together and
That is-
stay over
That
there.
is very insensitive. That's
Right.
mad insensitive.
I am insensitive.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I mean, really, if I'm invested in the side piece, I was just like, yeah, that's my.
No, but it's the same thing.
No,
Why is it different?
Listen, I done already lied about having a side piece. So if I got a side piece and I'm lying about it, I'm gonna lie about going to the funeral too.